North Carolina, banged up, shot poorly, still beat Arkansas, scored 84 points in his 2 tournament games, third most in the field behind Baylor. Did I not tell you tonight that Baylor is a problem aren't they playing South Carolina? They're a problem. This is a problem. They score points. So you're going to have to score. I mean, they go up and down and put it in the hole, and they're physical. Adebayo for Kentucky is a huge difference maker. If he has another double-double, they are going to have a much better chance against UCLA if that guy's having a double-double. Because I guarantee you Fox and Monk are going to show up for that game. You got to watch this guy on Friday night, Lonzo Ball, play basketball. Quit worrying about his father and his big fat mouth. Start worrying about watching the kid play ball. That's all that matters, because his dad is never going to play ball in the NBA, and this kid is next year. This kid can flat out play, and he can flat out pass the ball. 9 dimes, I think, on Sunday. He's 6 away from tying Jason Kidd for the second most assists in a season in Pac-12 history. West Virginia has been unbelievable, but the way they shot the ball against Notre Dame, I think Carver High said it best, they didn't miss. They're going to be tough for Gonzaga to handle. It'll be the biggest test for Gonzaga all year. It's not St. Mary's. It's this game right here. And Gonzaga played South Dakota State, joke. And they were up 20 on Northwestern, and they folded up shop and thought the game was in the bag and only beat them by 6. So that game was fixed so that Northwestern could come back door. But the bottom line is Gonzaga is, in my opinion, at least 15 points better than Northwestern. So I thought Gonzaga had an easy trip to this point, and now the easy stuff is over. You're going to see that tomorrow night. Wisconsin is all about, to me, Bronson Koenig and Happ. And I think Nigel Hayes, although I've said that I'm not afraid of him, I thought that he played like a mother Ferraller against Villanova. He was absolutely unstoppable in the block and in the paint. He went to the hole. Every shot, he had reverse layups. I thought his drag head fake, where he went to the hole, stopped, head faked, and then went back and did a reverse layup late in that game. That won the game for him. That was the greatest move, the drag head fake by Nigel Hayes, that I've seen in the tournament so far. So my feelings about him have gone from I'm not worried about him to he is playing like a man right now in the tournament. Nigel Hayes is making a huge difference physically for Wisconsin. Purdue passes the ball, and they get the ball to Swanigan. The guy is a freak. The one thing I want you to watch when you watch this game tomorrow night against Kansas is watch this guy's blocking out and positioning in the low block on the glass. There is no one that uses their big fat ass better than Swanigan. The guy is a pure block out, box out, rebounding machine. I'm telling you, if Kansas misses shots with their scrawny, skinny little asses, they're not going to get rebounds against this guy or Haas, this 7-footer. The kid's bigger than 7 foot. He is the biggest galoof-looking 7'2" white boy from the sticks you ever seen in your life. And they can rebound like no other. I talked about Baylor earlier. I will give them this. They like to go in the paint. They're big. South Carolina allows no one to go in the paint and score against them. So at some point or another, what that spells to me is I believe the Baylor-South Carolina game at the Garden in New York tomorrow night will be the most physical game. Oh, wait, the game's Friday, correct? Friday night's Baylor-South Carolina game will be violent and the most physical game in the Sweet 16. Somebody's going to get elbowed in the face in that game. I can promise you. Butler, it's just bad luck. They're playing North Carolina. They might as well. I mean, they're going to have to hunker down like nobody's business. They're getting 7 and a hook. North Carolina's too big for Butler. That's just all there is to it. Too fast, too big. I don't like the matchup. They've done well, no doubt. They're going to suck the life out of the game. They're going to move the ball around and take good shots. That's the key. For them, they have to knock down the shots. They're going to move the ball until there's 7 seconds left on the clock, and then they're going to move, and they're going to try to get off a good shot. The key for North Carolina is defending that look, defending that shot, and if they get in the face of Butler and make Butler miss those shots, North Carolina will kill Butler. But if Butler is able to get off good looks and good shots, that's what I mean by a good shot is a good look. If they get off good looks, they definitely have a shot in this game. Xavier, people have been saying they got to travel too far. That is the biggest wussy thing I've heard in my life. When you're in the Sweet 16, you will fly to hell and back to play a basketball game, and no one's going to cry to mommy about how tired they are. It's a week later, for Christ's sakes. Let's get it on. I don't care if you're playing in Timbuktu. It's time to dance. Their problem is they're playing Arizona. That's their problem. It's not travel. Because everyone's saying they're exhausted. They've flown all over the place. Oh, whatever. They're 20 years old. Please. They're having a blast on the plane.